So we're talking about mastering the cold calling. Mastering cold calling. I've already talked a little bit about the phone calls in previous videos, but I feel there is need for emphasis here. I want to emphasize that if you do not master the cold call, calling strangers, you got them from directories, you got them from business cards, you got them from another person, referral maybe. If you do not master the cold calling, let me tell you one thing, you're going to struggle. Many of us, we don't even know the usage of the phone. We think we use the phone for WhatsApp, for social media, but the phone is supposed to be used for making money. I want to challenge you. The phone is supposed to be used for making money. But we're going to talk about cold calling, not just on the phone, but we also talk about cold calling if you go and meet somebody in their offices, for example. You didn't have an appointment with them, but you're like, let me just go and give myself a shot. I know this is also something that you salespeople do. Sometimes you just go and bump into people's offices, but you want to leave that person with a good impression of you, right? You don't want to just go there and then you're trying it, you're faking it, but nothing is coming. Your energy is wrong, the way you're talking is wrong. So what are the important things here about cold calling? What are the important things? First and foremost, you must have the right energy. Before you make any phone call or before you go and enter somebody's office, feel good. When you feel good, your energy just kind of transfers. It resonates within the area where you are in, and people around you can also feel good. This is very important for people who are doing cold calling. The energy of making phone calls, for example, the tonality, how you sound on the phone will make the other person know exactly who you are. If you're confident or if you're lacking confidence, they will just hear in the voice. So make sure if you're gonna make a phone call, your voice must be right. Let's start with there. Just cold calling on the phone. Make sure that your voice is strong enough, is positive enough, is punchy enough, the tonality is articulate enough. These are all very important. And when you start to introduce yourself, do not introduce all your names. I'm Daniel Choudry, Pachoto, Nyamatara, what? No. Just your first name. Nobody is interested in knowing all these other very difficult botanical names of yours, but they just want to know your name and where you are calling from. I am Daniel Choudry. I'm calling from the Daniel Choudry Sales Institute. And then you go into the purpose of the call. I know you are busy time. Maybe you could also, before you go into the purpose of the call, maybe you could ask them if they have some time. Have you got a minute? Have you got 2 minutes to talk? Is this a good time to talk? This shows respect. That shows that you really care about the other person's time as well. But you don't just bunch, I'm calling from the Sales Institute. This is what we do. We train people. No. That is wrong. First of all, you have to get the other person to also pay attention to it. Take them away from their predisposition. You want to take them away from whatever they were paying attention to, and so they can focus to you. So take them away from that moment where they're concentrating on other things so they can concentrate on you. Introduce your name. I'm Daniel Choudry from the Daniel Choudry Sales Institute. Have you got a minute? Do you have some time to talk? Can we chat briefly? So the purpose of this call, and remember, do not also sell on the phone. The purpose of the cold calling usually is to book appointments, ladies and gentlemen. It's not to sell on the phone. It's to book appointments so that you can go and sell to the person on a face-to-face. You get what I mean? Besides, you have to still deliver that product. Unless the product is something that you can sell on the phone there and there. Maybe you're selling something that they need to use on the phone, maybe like a phone app. You say, okay, download this app and then you see how it goes. But if it's a product or it's a service, you would rather meet the person face to face. So they can tangibilize you. They can put a face to the voice. So the purpose of every phone call usually is to book appointments, not to make a sale. So introduce yourself, introduce where you're calling from, and what do you do? Briefly. We are into sales training. What we do is help organizations have their salespeople make more money for them. We train the salespeople, we coach the salespeople, we mentor them, and we draw sales strategies for them so they can go out there and perform better and bring you more money. Which organization doesn't want more money? Which CEO doesn't want more money? They all do that. But how you pitch it, how you say it on the phone will matter. So the purpose of this call, after you've introduced what you do, now you go to the purpose of the call. The purpose of this call is to seek for a meeting with you so we can explore the possibilities of working together, us empowering your people to make more money, and then we see how we can work together. Are you into videography? maybe like these guys who are recording these videos now, how would they sell their services? When you're making a phone call and you're the guy who is in charge of making videos, you could say, listen, we are one of the best in terms of videography. We have the best gadgets and we have been able to take many beautiful videos. You can, in this case, use names of people you've worked with before if they're okay with it. We've done this, we've done this. So the purpose of this call is to have a meeting with you and see if we can be able to be your service provider in terms of videography, in terms of photography. Would you have the best pictures? As a matter of fact, do you have your email there? Can you give me your email so I can be able to send you some pictures? You look at them and then you book a meeting. When can we meet so we can explore the partnership or working together later? So this is very important as a salesperson. But many of us, we are not good at making this cold call. So how about if you're doing it on a face-to-face? Face-to-face, remember also that person is busy doing other things. They're thinking about their family, they're thinking about their work, they're thinking about the staff, they're thinking about so many other things. So you have to take them away from their predisposition. Thank them. Thank you so much for giving me the time to meet you. And then maybe appreciate something about their work and all this. Appreciate that they are actually putting in the effort. That's why you've come to meet them. And then go right away and say, okay, look here, I know you're a busy person, but here's the thing. And then you tell them exactly what has taken you there. But don't talk about you. Do not just talk about you. Talk about what your solutions can give them. That's what they're interested in. They're interested in what your solutions can give them, not about you. They're not interested about you. They're interested in them. So make sure that every conversation is about them, not about you. You get what I'm talking about? Now that's how you do cold calling. And you have to master cold calls. If you do not master how to talk to people, to talk to strangers, you're not going to make a sale. Less even making a sale, you're not going to get a job. Some of you watching these videos, you're looking for jobs. So you have to impress people. You have to dominate the conversation. You have to appeal to people. They have to like you. So how you do it is very important. The calmness is important. The tonality is important. The confidence is important. The organization, you have to be organized. That's all important in your work. And when you're having all these qualities, then cold calling should be fun for you. In any case, I want it to be fun for you. So go out there and be great. Master all the things we have talked about, and then you let me know how it goes. Be great now.